Well, this afternoon's play is by the award-winning comedy writer Christine Marshall. It's midnight and things are not as quiet as they should be at the end of Sissy Weaver's cul-de-sac.
I'll give 'em boil it. They won't be here when the gas wants paying, oh no, when we have boiled it. Won't see 'em for dust then, with the hard hats and the big mucky wellies, oh no. Oh, for goodness sake, that flaming woman! Nora Siddle, if you don't turn that lot off, I'm sending for the warden. I'm sick of it at this time of night, night after night from you. I mean it, I do. I shall have you out of there and down the road. You'll be out on your ear, that's where you'll be. And I'll be putting it in writing this time, official, to the warden. Right, that's it. I don't care what time it is. I've had enough.
A Bit of a Hole by Christine Marshall.
Who is it?
I know who it is.
Well, you sound very like my neighbour, Sissy Weaver. But you might be a burglar just taking her off.
Nora Siddle, open this flaming door.
What, at this time of night? I daresn't. Us old folk have got to be careful, you know.
If you don't open this door, I shall barge it open.
What, with your hips? You're all talk, you.
You are the most infuriating woman on all of God's earth. Making enough noise to waken the dead at this time of night.
You know when you went for your ears syringe last week?
Yes.
Well, go and ask them for the wax back if it's bothering you that much.
Oh!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I'm going into your front room. I'm not having it out with you in your hallway. It's perishing, all this lino.
Oh, put that light off. You frighten folk to death if they get a glimpse of you dressed in your night gear.
Hey, nothing wrong with what I'm wearing.
Oh, mind while I draw the curtains.
This is 100% Winsayette. Our Janice's lot got me it last Christmas. She had a nightmare finding a nightie and housecoat that matched.
Do you go to bed in them curlers?
What I go to bed in is nothing to do with you, and not the point of why I'm here.
Well, I wouldn't say that the effect weighs against the discomfort in your case.
You cheeky so-and-so. Anyway, you've room to talk. What do you look like in that old army coat?
It gets cold in here at night. I've never found a dressing gown to hold a candle to this.
Oh, why don't you just go to bed like any other normal
Oh,
person?
my legs won't let me.
How do you mean?
Oh, they're not so much restless as doing a yearning saunter all night. The only way to knock 'em off course is to march.
But you're in bed all day. Your curtains are always shut.
Well, you'd be in bed all day if you'd been marching all night.
I will be in bed all day if you carry on like this. And it'll be a bed with hospital curtains dragged round it. You're very selfish behaving like this, you know. But you were selfish when you were in school.
I was not.
Yes, you were. Your Lily had sugar, but she still got her sweet ration. She gave it to you, and you never give anyone so much as a lick of a bonbon.
For goodness sake! Talk about bearing a grudge on a long-term basis. Any road, me mam said that I needed the sugar 'cause I was that skinny. Whereas you've always had a big backside on you that you could have lived off for a good fortnight. I was doing you a favour in the long run.
Right, that's it. Enough. I don't need to stop here and be insulted. I'm getting in touch with the Ward and Accommodation Committee first thing. I'm telling you to your face, not behind your back like most folk would. You have been like a stone in my shoe for years, but no more. Mind out of my way.
Sissy, keep still. Stay where you are.
Are you completely raving mad? Oh, my God!
Just aim at the settee. Sissy. Keep looking at it. Go on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Go on.
Oh, Nora, what are we going to do?
Give me your hand. Here, grab hold. Don't look back. Just look at the settee.
The settee. I'm looking at the settee.
That's right. We're doing well. No, keep to the edge. Keep to the edge.
Oh, my legs have gone to jelly.
Yeah, well, you've not to let them. Go on. 2 more steps.
Oh.
That's right. We're there. Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't believe it.
No. Can you hear water?
No. Wait a minute. Yes, I can.
I thought so.
It's deep, isn't it?
It's deep enough for my table and chairs to well and truly disappear into it. Can't even see the top of me good vase, and that's another 12 inches at least.
Maybe you should go and have a look.
I'm not budging from here. Go anywhere near that, and you could end up head first in it.
What are we going to do?
We could shout Winnie on the other side.
Winnie on the other side's as deaf as a post.
Well, have you got any better ideas?
No. Winnie!
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 Oh, hush a minute. Stand a better chance if we shouted together.
Yeah, you're right.
Good grief. I never thought I'd see the day when Cissy Weaver said I was right about something.
Do you never let up? We're here, teetering on the brink of a gaping chasm in your own front room, and you still think it's all right to make daft comments.
Oh, shut up. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Winnie!
Again.
After 3.
Yeah, yes, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Winnie!
Oh, my God. It's Helen. Nora, it's going. It's going.
It's gone!
Oh, what are we going to do?
Shut up and let me think. We'd best leave off the shouting, for one. It must have been the vibration of our voices that juddered the telly into the hole.
Oh, yes, it must have been. I wonder if Winnie heard us.
Oh, I shouldn't think so. She'd got the last number at the bingo on Thursday. She never heard that.
Where does she go?
Only down the centre. She used to go to the Mega, but she can't make it now. Both her knees have gone.
She was never off her knees. She wore that front step of hers away.
She did. Any road, what are we doing talking about Winnie Mather's front step when my telly's just followed me table, 4 chairs, 2 carvers, and a good piece of cut glass into a hole?
People do funny things when they're in shock.
Yeah, you can owe me for that, telly.
You what?
Well, it was your voice that vibrated it in.
How do you make that out?
Oh, you've got one of them frilly voices, you, haven't you? Always know when you're in 11 o'clock mass, 'cause I can hear your voice frilling away at the front.
My voice does not frill, and it doesn't vibrate.
Your voice does both, face it. Then we can get on and work out how we're going to get out of here.
I've been told that I could have been a professional singer with my voice. I've not finished with this.
Well, I have, and it takes 2 to tango, so shut up and think. There's no point in sulking. We're stuck, and that's a fact.
Where's your red pulley cord? Your emergency dangly thing with the white knobby bit on the end for arthritis.
It's not working.
What do you mean it's not working? They'll know at the control room if there's one not working. It'll flash on a screen or something.
They don't know about this one.
They will. They know about it automatically. It's a very clever system.
I got it stuck down the back of my belt when I was buckling up. Post office pension day.
Well, that wouldn't stop it from working.
I got a bit mithered with it, and anyway, I ended up cutting it off.
You cut off your red emergency pulley cord because you got it stuck down the back of your neck. You got in a temper with it, that's what you did.
I thought someone was behind me. Frightened me to death. I must have got it stuck in the belt when I fastened my coat, and I didn't notice for a bit. I checked my handbag, sorted my keys, got my gloves on, went for the door. Then I felt this tug behind me on my belt. I thought someone had got in. There were some scissors on the table, so I spun round and went for him. But there wasn't him. Then it was too late. No, don't laugh. I could have had a heart attack.
I bet you were glad it wasn't a burglar.
Of course I was. But there was worse.
What?
Oh, I don't know why I'm telling you, really. You'll only mock.
Oh, no, I won't. Go on.
Well, when I got to the post office, I still had the white knobby bit on the end for arthritis dangling down the back.
Oh, I'd have given out my pension to have seen that.
Oh, I knew you'd laugh. The thing is, no one said a word, and there must have been, 20 odd in the queue.
Oh, Nora, what are you
I
like?
know. Well, of course, that made me even more angry.
Oh, but you'd have flown at anyone who pointed it out to you.
I suppose. Anyway, we better cut this laughing out, or we might send something else down now.
Well, there's only us and the sideboard to go. What are we going to do, Nora? What are you thinking?
I was thinking, you know when people say they've stared death in the face?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing now, isn't it?
Oh, don't be tempting fate. We're doing all right. We're still here. I can't feel my feet, though they're that cold. But we are still here.
Here, make some slippers out of these cushions.
Oh.
You can stick your feet in them. Might give you a bit of warmth.
Oh, what about you?
All these army socks are fine. I've got 2 pair on.
Oh. That's better already. Good idea.
I just thought it would be more dramatic than this.
What?
Death.
How much more drama do you want? There's plenty for me, I can tell you.
No, I was thinking more of tigers or blazing buildings or staring down the barrel of a gun in a Texan street.
Oh, you're not right, you. We're staring down something far bigger than the barrel of a gun here, in case you hadn't noticed.
But in your own front room.
What's up with you? Have you had your blood pressure tablets?
I'm not on blood pressure tablets. We're not all drug addicts like you.
I'm not a drug addict.
How many tablets are you on, then?
Not many. I have a white one in the morning, 2 pink ones with me dinner, a little blue one if I'm getting one of my heads, and the one with 2 shut eyes scroped on it at night. Oh, hey, I haven't taken that. That's your fault, that is.
Don't be so daft. So, if you've not taken the little shut-eye one, what'll happen?
I'll never get to sleep.
Well, good job, then. If you fell asleep now, you might end up doing a forward roll into the hole head first, and that'll be the end of you, Sissy Weaver. Good night, Vienna.
Oh, if you hadn't...
Hey, I'll tell you one thing we've not done.
What?
Well, it might help. And I can't believe we've not thought of it before.
What?
Pray.
Oh, yeah. We should be ashamed of ourselves. 2 good Catholic women. Well, not that good in your case.
You want to be careful there, making out you're better than me, because then you're in a worse position than me if you're supposed to be better than me. You should have thought of praying first, but I did that, so maybe I'm better than you. I've overtaken you now in the goodness stakes. Serves you right. I win by a nose.
Well, go on then.
What?
Say a prayer.
Well, I only use 4, really. The Our Father, the Glory be, the Hail Mary, and the Act of Contrition.
An act of contrition will be a start. We'll say it together.
After 3 again.
If you must.
1, 2, 3. Oh, my God,
God,
because
you are
thou art so
good,
good, I'm very sorry that I've sinned against thee, and by the help of thy grace I will not sin again. Amen.
Do you think that'll do?
Well, it doesn't seem enough, does it? Maybe we could sing a hymn.
Oh, we couldn't do that. I might offend you with my frilly voice. And anyway, look what happened last time.
We could sing very low.
It'll have to be appropriate. Something with water in it, say.
Oh, I know one. Eternal Father, strong to save, whose arm hath bound the restless wave, who bids the
mighty ocean deep, its own appointed limits keep. Oh, hear us when we cry to thee, for those in peril on the sea. Oh, even if it doesn't work, I feel better for that.
Good.
Ah, it's funny, really, because I was only thinking the other night. I'm ready to go.
You'd never move from round here.
I don't mean go from our street, although maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea when I look how things have landed up. I mean, go. Heaven sort of go.
Blinking at, Sissy, it's not like you to be so maudlin. What on earth's brought this lot on?
Sheets, mainly.
Sheets?
Well, mine are getting a bit thready now, and sheets, well, they're more of a long-term investment, aren't they? I'm not getting any more at this stage of the game.
Oh, I'll give you some sheets. Better than wishing yourself dead.
That's very kind of you, thank you.
Don't mention it.
Only I got into bed the other night and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to wake up in 8 hours' time, in bed, in heaven?
Does it take 8 hours to get to heaven?
I don't know how long it takes, but you'd want a good night's sleep your last night on earth before you shuffled off your mortal coil once and for all, wouldn't you?
I suppose you would, yes. So, do they have beds in heaven?
Oh, yes, heavenly comfortable beds.
So who makes the beds?
I don't know.
Would God make them, do you think?
Nora Siddle, what a thing to say! God wouldn't make beds, he's God.
But would Mary make them?
Holy Mary, the Mother of God, no, she would not make them. She's not that sort of woman. And before you say it, gentle Jesus wouldn't make them, and the Holy Ghost couldn't make them because he's got no arms.
Oh, I'll end up making them, I knew it.
Well, we'll see when we get there.
That's if we get there.
How do you mean?
Well, here we are, sitting in front of an abyss, and let's face it, when did you last go to confession?
Oh, heck, you're right.
I know I am. I mean, we're not over-egging the pudding here. Our end could come at any minute.
You'll have to hear my confession, then.
You what? I don't think so.
You'll have to. It's allowed. If you're the only one there, which you are, you have to do the job.
Where did you get that from? You're making it up as you go along, you are.
It's true. It's like anointing the dying. If you're the only one there, you have to do it. It's your duty.
Well, if you really think we're about to die...
Which we do.
Well, why don't we just skip the confessions and go straight for the anointing? I mean, wouldn't that be easier?
It might be easier, but not the same level as a last confession. On any road, what would we anoint with? We've only got spit between us, and I don't think that'd be right.
No. Oh, I've got a bit of Germaline in my pocket. How about that?
Call me picky. But if I was given a choice, I'd go for a last confession over a Germaline ointment any day.
Well, I wouldn't know where to start. Any road, you've probably not done all that much to confess to. Maybe diddled that milkman who had the drink problem now and again, but I bet God would let you off with that one. If he sent you to purgatory for that, the whole street would be sitting with you. What was his name now?
Frank Truman.
Oh, yeah. Big nose, rubbish milkman. He'd always run out by the entry and he still had 2 streets to go.
No, I've done more than diddle a milkman.
You're going to go on and on about this confessioning until you grind me down, aren't you?
Much as I'd like to do that, there might not be enough time to grind you down. You're tough as old boots and our egg-timers are coming to the end.
Oh, go on then.
What?
Well, get on with it and confess.
I can't just do it like that. There's got to be some ceremony about it, a bit of a build-up. You're not to look at me for a start.
Well, you're not getting undressed. You're just telling me a couple of sins.
We need a curtain between us.
Oh, just a minute while I get me singer treadle out. In case you haven't noticed, we haven't got so much as an Everton mint between us, let alone a confessional curtain.
Use that antimacassar. That'd be just right.
What, this?
Yes, that'd do the trick.
Oh, I've never seen a confessional curtain with herding and migrating animals of the Serengeti embroidered across it.
It'll do. They're all God's creatures. Hold it up, and hurry up. One of my heads could kick off any minute.
Oh, I'll hold it as high as I can, but don't be long. I've been at my shoulder with Fiery Jack all week. Went a bit on the frozen side when I was pegging out Tuesday.
You should do your washing on a Monday. Everyone else does.
Well, I'll add that one to the list of my sins when it's my turn, shall I? Oh, hurry up. I don't want you being done and then going and I end up not being done before I go, because you won't be there to do me, because you've been and gone. That'll be just my luck, that.
Are you ready?
Yes, go on.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
I'm not father. You can't call me that. That might be a sin in itself. You'll have to do it another way.
Bless me, Nora, for I have sinned. Will that do?
Yeah, all right. Go on, then.
Listen, hang on a minute.
Oh, flipping heck, sissy, my shoulder's juddering already, and you're not so much as got close to confessing anything yet. If all you're going to do is natter, I may as well bring this curtain down on you. Oh, that's better. What's up?
I need to be sure that once I confess what I need to get off my chest...
Your soul. Get off your soul.
Right, soul. That what you do here, you are never, ever to tell.
Yes, I know that much. That's what they call the bottom line.
Do you cross your heart and hope to die?
Oh, Sissy Weaver, you test the patience of a saint. I cross me heart and hope to die, stick a needle in me eye, run a mile, suck a boil, and eat a bowl of sick, double dog dare lamppost cartwheel spit. Is that enough for you?
OK, I'll start again.
Just a minute.
What you doing now?
Well, there's no way that I can hold this curtain up the way you're carrying on. I'll drape it long ways over me head, like this. What do you think?
Now you look as though you're going to tell me fortune, not hear me confession.
It's this or nothing.
You look like Julie Flaming Andrews in a limp wimple.
I can't see you, can I? And that's the point. 1, 2, 3.
Bless me, Nora, for I have sinned. It has been...
Truth now?
It has been 50 years since my last confession.
Bloody hell. Can't be.
Put that confessional wimple back on, Nora Siddle. You're not here to judge.
Don't you threaten me with your bony finger. You wouldn't do that to a priest. I'm not judging. I'm just concerned that we've not got enough time for a great dollop of 50 years' worth.
It's just general stuff, and one big one. Put it back on.
So you went every week?
I do. I just don't go in.
Oh, you big cheat.
Maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't put this on your shoulders.
Blimey, it's only a couple of sins. Can't be that bad. What high-grade sins could you have come up with living in the same street for 50-odd years? You've not murdered anyone, because we've had a census and nobody said that they're missing. Or did you go and do shepherd's pie on a Thursday instead of a Tuesday once in 1959?
Nora.
Have you murdered someone?
Depends on what angle you're coming in at.
You're joking.
Wimple?
Oh, sorry.
Bless me, Nora, for I have sinned. It has been 50 years since my last confession. I have sinned in many ways, but the one that I need to get sorted with you is the one that you've been waiting for me to tell you because you already know about it.
Oh, he does. He's everywhere and knows everything.
Oh, you're putting me off my stride again.
I'm sorry.
45 years ago, my children lost their father. And since then, I have done nothing about it.
I'm sorry to interrupt again, but if you're going to mention Seymour...
As I was saying, oh Lord, before my neighbour of 50-odd years so rudely interrupted
All
me.
right, I won't say another word. On your own head be it.
Almost 50 years ago, I sat my children down and told them the sad news of the death of their father, Seymour. I showed them a shoebox with his good wristwatch, his comb and his post office savings book in it. And when they asked me how it had happened, I told them as much as I knew about dying at sea.
Oh, did you know much about dying at sea?
I more or less made it up as I went along.
You must have done.
What do you mean?
Well, you can't have known all that much, can you, about dying at sea?
No, but I didn't want to scare them. Just make it clear for them that he wasn't there any more and he never would be.
Clear enough for them to forget him and get on with their lives. And you get on with yours.
Yeah.
Go on.
I don't know about this.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just wondering if this is such a good idea.
No, I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Let you get on with it. Nothing to do with me. It's your business.
Yes, it is. it was.
It's just that I collected for the wreath, remember, so it was a bit of my business.
Yes, I do remember. And I thanked you all for it.
Yeah, you did. And you put it in a wheelbarrow and took it up the cemetery, 10 o'clock at night.
You saw me.
Yeah, you threw it over the cemetery wall.
The gates were shut.
There would be. It was gone 10 o'clock.
What were you doing following me anyway?
What were you doing throwing it over the wall?
There wasn't a grave to put it on. I didn't want to keep it in the backyard. I could hardly put it in the ash bin, could I? I just wanted the whole thing over with. It seemed like the best idea at the time. Anyway, what were you doing following me?
I wasn't following you. I just didn't want to go home. Me mum had never stopped crying since our Michael had gone. I'd do anything to keep out of the house. I saw you with the pram. I thought you'd gone to whip a bit of coal or something. Thought I could help you and maybe get some for us. Cheer me mum up a bit.
If I had been going to, as you put it, whip some coal, it was because we needed it. It wasn't easy, no wage coming in.
I know what it's like to be a wage packet down. Our Michael had always tipped his up every Friday. We were missing that for sure.
Your Michael. I'd forgotten all about him. The whole street came out to see him off.
They did.
He looked so grown up in his white cassock, and that thick rope round his middle, all grown up and serious.
The ack of the missionary world, the white missionaries.
Never seen a woman cry as much as your mum did that day.
I know. She cried with pride and she cried with grief. She knew she'd never see him again. He made that very clear.
Angola. Sounds African, that, doesn't it? Angola.
Hero of the hour. He could do no wrong.
Weren't you proud of him?
Oh, yes. We all had to be proud of our Michael. Father Michael. Our father. If only I'd have been a nun, she'd have had a full hand.
And there he is, still out there all these years, in a foreign land.
He's in a foreign land, all right. Any road up, you've not finished.
I might have done.
No, you've not. You've not touched it yet. Go on, get it over with.
You know, don't you?
Oh, maybe I do. But you've still got to say it.
How long have you known?
What does it matter? Won't change anything, knowing how long I've known. Go on.
I want to go home.
I'm not stopping you. Go if you dare.
Oh.
But if you make it, this lot'll go with you. It'll follow you round like it's followed you round. And now you know that I know, it'll tap you on the shoulder even more every time you set eyes on me.
Oh, God. Did you tell anyone?
Not a soul. I'm not the type to jangle. Go on. I'm not looking at you, and I'll even close my eyes. Look. See. Bless me, Nora, for I have sinned. Oh, and by the way, we're still on the same sin.
Yes, the same one. The only one. OK. Seymour didn't die. Seymour said that he wasn't happy and he ran off with some woman and they ended up in Riddle. I told him if he went, he was never to come back, never make contact, nothing. And he went, and he never came back. And I told his kids that he were dead. And that's it.
There you are, then. Done. Oh, can I take this off now?
Is that all you're going to say?
Well, what else do you want me to say? I'm not here to judge. I'm just a middleman for our Lord. This one lands on his desk. I haven't got a desk, and if I had, it'd probably have gone in the hole by now.
What do you think he'll say?
Well, the Lord works in mysterious ways, Sissy. Your sin was depriving your kids of a dad for all them years. That might be a new category, that. He'd probably have to ponder that one.
Oh, but I haven't got time for pondering.
Well, maybe he'll ask you to take a seat in purgatory for a bit, while he has a think about you.
I've always thought it must be cold in purgatory.
Me mam told us that purgatory was like the long wooden slatted bench that ran round the edge of the ladies' plunge at the municipal baths, remember?
Yes.
And every time someone said a prayer for the souls in purgatory, you all got to move round a bit until you got to stand in the lovely warm footbath at the end. and then into the little changing cubicle, which was your very own bit of heaven.
She had an imagination, your mum.
She did that. But as far as you're concerned, I think the next step's deciding on a penance for you.
Oh, from you?
Well, most certainly from me. Comes with the job, that.
Go on, then.
And I'll be taking all other small sins into consideration, right?
Right.
Now, let me think.
Well, Hail Mary's a bit start, but I'll not be able to kneel.
Kneeling doesn't come into it, lady. Mrs. Sissy Weaver, for the sins that you have committed, you are to go to the sideboard and get a blue tin out of the left-hand drawer.
You what? You must be joking.
It's the drawer nearest to you on your side. Could have been worse, could have been on t'other side.
Oh.
You can't miss it. It's got a picture of King George on it, sitting on a poof, with a dog and a bowl of fresh fruit.
I don't care if he's sitting on a tree stump with Alma Cogan and a lump of bread and butter pudding. I'm not going to that sideboard. I'm not shifting off this settee.
Then you are not forgiven. You're stuck, that's what you are. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, as they say in America. But when you're in deepest, darkest, coldest, hottest, smelliest hell, you might just look back on this and suddenly think that that rock and this hard place was the cushiest number you'd ever been on.
Right.
What are you doing?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to the blessed sideboard.
Take your cushions off.
Oh.
Be careful.
Oh, why is your conscience starting to prick you?
No.
There's nothing to hold on to.
Just keep to the edge. You'll be all right.
Oh, it's easy for you to say.
Just take it bit by bit. Slide your feet. Don't place them. Because you're very heavy-footed, aren't you?
Do you know something? No one would believe that even in this teetering on the brink sort of situation you could still be insulting me.
It's ultimately for your own good.
I don't know how you can make that happen.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I thought I was going to slip there.
Use the standard lamp to steady yourself. You're nearly there.
Oh, I'm nearly
Now,
there.
just lift your arm up now.
Oh.
Keep the bulk of your weight over to the wall. That's it. That's it.
Do you want me to close the drawer?
Of course I don't.
Oh.
Get back here. Slowly. Slowly. Come on. That's it. You're doing well.
Nearly there. Oh, what's that?
Don't look back.
Oh.
Just keep looking at me. Come on. Edge in. Edge in. And sit. Well done. Well done.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the sideboard done for.
Well, that's not my fault. So, what's in the tin? What's so important that you gave me the fetching of it to do? Money?
No, letters. Letters from our Michael and about our Michael.
Oh, I see. He wrote most weeks, didn't he? I remember your mum telling everyone down at St. Jude's.
Well, I started off every week, but it got to monthly, and then after our mam died, every other blue moon.
Well, I bet he'd have been busy doing all his missionarying all over the place. Doesn't leave much time for writing, doesn't missionarying?
An excuse.
What's up, Nora? Did he do something to upset you?
You don't know the half of it. Maybe you'd better hear my confession first, and then you can decide for yourself.
You've got me worried now.
Bless me, Sissy, for I have sinned. It's been 2 weeks since my last confession. My main sin, oh Lord, I mean, oh Sissy, is that I knew our Michael wasn't in Africa. He left the celibate life after a very short time.
You mean he got married?
Not as we know it. But I never told anyone, especially our mam, because it would have killed her.
And you've kept this to yourself all these years?
Yeah, I gave him 2 conditions. 1, that he shouldn't ever darken our door again, and 2, that he was to continue to send the letters as per normal, which he did, for years. And that's it, I'm sorry, Sissy, amen.
No need to apologise to me, Nora.
I'm not apologising to you. You're still God, remember?
Oh, yeah, I forgot for a minute.
So, what's my penance?
You've already done your penance looking after your mum for all that time. She was never an easy woman, I know that much. You never got married, you never had kids. I think you've done enough.
Well, what about hating our Michael? Have you taken that into account?
Well, you can't have hated him. You kept his letters. Why did you want to keep them? You'd have burned them if you'd really felt like that about him.
I did burn them, bundles of them, years of them. Sanctimonious lies all on the back of the fire. But this last one, it's from 2 years ago. I didn't burn that one. I meant to give it to someone, and I should have done. But I left it and left it. I should have brought it round before now, so there you are.
I don't want it, Nora. Nothing to do with me.
You'd better have a read before you decide that.
No, I don't like. You've got me worried now.
Well, I'll read it for you then, right? Dear Nora, this is one of the most difficult letters that I have ever had to write, and even if you decide not to read on, which you may well do, I must continue to read. Well, Nora, that was that. Of course, we knew the end was coming, but it still took me by surprise.
I'd just gone up with his cocoa. I knew that he wouldn't drink it. But he liked the smell, and it gave me something to do. It was in his favourite cup. And because it was getting dark, and I hadn't drawn the curtains, he didn't like the light on at the best of times. I think I might have been talking to him when he wasn't there. But he felt as though he was. And even though a tiny bit of me knew, I kept on talking. Until I couldn't pretend anymore. I did love him, Nora. I did love him. I know the price I paid, and I know the price he paid, and that was a sight higher than mine, but I wouldn't change a thing, and I wouldn't change a day. Please try to understand. Your loving brother, Michael.
So, there you are. I was wrong not to tell you, but at least you've not been telling your kids lies for the last 2 years.
Seymour? You mean he was talking about my Seymour?
Yes, he was.
Oh!
Well, are you all right?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, that's understandable.
So, how long have you known? From the start? What happened to the woman
There
then?
never was a woman, Sissy.
Yes, there was. He told me there was.
No, there wasn't. It was just an excuse.
How do you know?
I know because I went to see them.
You went to see them? When?
1975, Bank Holiday Monday. I went on the train.
And there was no woman?
No, there was just Seymour and Michael and a Jack Russell called Lily. They'd moved from Rill because Michael thought that he'd been spotted on the front by some woman from Brackley Street. They moved to a tiny place away from the coast, and lots of land round it. They said that most folk that came across thought they were brothers, and they never put them right.
I don't believe this.
Couldn't make it up. I wouldn't make it up.
It's disgusting.
Well, more disgusting than him going off with a woman.
Of course it is.
If you say so.
I'm glad I told the kids what I did now. Going off with a bloke.
Why? They loved each other.
It's making my flesh creep, this.
Well, love's love, isn't it?
It's not right. Men and love.
God's love, and he's a bloke.
Yeah, well,
Where are you going?
I'm going home. I need my own bed. I need to think.
You can't go.
You watch me.
Sissy, you're too near the edge. Mind what you're doing, Sissy. Oh, my God. Oh, what have you done? Oh, here. Oh, hold on. Oh, Sissy. Oh, don't you ever do that again. Do you hear me? You could have had us both in there. Then what would you have said to him? Here, hutch up next to me. I'll give you a flap of my coat. Hey, you're soaking.
Nora,
What?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I should have told you before.
Why didn't you?
Oh, never a good time, really. I told you on Monday you'd have gone for me with the clothes prop.
Oh.
Tuesday you'd have been with a bucket of water from doing your windows. And Friday you'd have heaved a bottle of milk at me. There's never been what you could call a good time.
You know something?
What?
My life flashed in front of me there.
Did it?
Yeah. The kids, Seymour, coach trips, holidays, cleaning jobs. I think we've had it, Nora. I think this is it.
Nora Siddle. Sissy Weaver.
Did you hear that?
Mrs. Weaver.
That's you.
That's God.
He's calling you.
Miss Siddle.
Oh, he's calling me.
This is it, Nora.
Sissy
Our
Weaver.
number's up. Are you ready?
No, you
Nora
didn't give me
Siddle.
me penance.
Say Hail Mary on the double quick.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Mrs. Sissy Weaver. Miss Siddle. Are you in there?
Oh,
Yes,
Lord, yes.
we're here, Lord.
I want you to both keep very still.
Brace yourself, Nora. I think we're going up.
Here, hold me hand, Sissy. Hold it tight.
One of my men is coming in for you.
We're getting an angel.
Oh, Nora, I'm all excited.
He's going to try to get a ladder through the window to get across the hole.
What's a ladder for? They've got wings.
You'll hear the glass shattering in a minute. Cover your eyes and remain calm.
He wants a ladder because he's a flaming fireman.
Oh, Sissy. All that build-up and we're still flaming here.
Oh, you're back, are you?
Yes, yesterday afternoon. Why, have you missed me?
I have, actually. It's been 3 weeks apiece. Any road. What are you doing up at this time of a
Well,
morning?
what does it look like I'm doing? I'm brushing up this mess they've left behind them. Call themselves workmen. They said they were finished, and yes, the all's gone, but just look at this lot. More sand here than on the front of that hotel they put me in Morecambe. And there's not a tea bag left in the house. Cheeky so-and-sos when you're on a pension.
Yeah, they've had plenty out of me, but I've said nought. You're sleeping better, though, aren't you?
How do you know?
I never heard a peep out of the Dragoon Guards last night. Have you put them on long-term leave, or what?
I don't need them as much as I did. It was like I had to have them on to drown out what was playing on my mind.
The Michael and Seymour stuff.
God rest his soul. Maybe it was Seymour that had a hand in saving us.
If it was, it would have been the least he could do.
So you're not mad with him then?
Whatever I am is none of your beeswax now. But I might keep a lookout for him.
Where?
At the end of the slatted bench. In the footbath. In the ladies' plunge.
Hey, we were almost the ladies who plunged, Sissy.
Almost doesn't count, Nora. And you've missed a bit.
In A Bit of a Hole, Tina Gray was Sissy Weaver and Anne Rye was Nora Siddle. Michael and the Fireman were played by Robin Simpson. A Bit of a Hole by Christine Marshall was directed in Birmingham by Jenny Stevens.
And now it's time for this afternoon's play. Penelope Wilton stars in a new comedy by Ben Edwards and Rachel New, Bumps and Bruises.
Guide for new tutors. Week 1. Explain the course. Relax the class.
Hello. Pause. My name is Hilary. Smile. Thank you all for coming. Make eye contact. You are about to embark on the most wonderful experience of your life. Pause. Obviously, I'm not referring to the course. But seriously.
Hiya. Are you Hilary?
Yes. hello, come on in.
Yes, Stevie, let's have the sofa.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, lovely. Nice in here, isn't it? Is it an extension?
Actually, it's an annex.
Oh, so we're the first then?
Yes, and you are...
The Nutters.
I don't seem to have you...
Only kidding, it's Lorraine and Steve.
Oh, I see, very good. Now, I'm hopeless with names, so just bear with me.
She won't forget us, will she, Stevie?
No.
Were my directions all right?
We've forgotten, but it's all right, because Stevie's got photographic memory.
77% of births in the UK are vaginal deliveries.
Really? Well, we're just waiting for 3 other couples and then we'll start.
Oh, pussycat. Hello, Puss Puss. I love cats. Not like Steve, he's allergic.
Once, I sneezed so hard I passed out in a bowling alley.
There was a cat in the bowling alley?
No.
Oh, well, I can move her if you like.
No, you're all right, as long as I don't touch her.
What's her name, Hilary?
Well, I call her Ethel.
Oh.
She was a stray, or at least I think she was. I fed her once and she kept coming back.
I had a gerbil called Ethel. She fell down a ladder and broke her back.
Oh, dear.
She passed away in the same month as Lady Diana. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Hilary?
Yes, hello. Come in.
Are we late?
No. Sit down. Make yourselves comfortable.
I thought we'd come to the wrong place. Didn't realise it'd be in a garage.
Well, actually, it's an annex. So, you must be...
I'm Stella, and this is Holly.
Stella and Holly. Meet Steve and Lorraine.
Hello. When's your due date, Holly? On May the 14th. We might be together. I'm the 20th. It's just the 2 of you then?
Yes.
So you're together?
Is that a cat?
Yes.
Is that wise around pregnant women? I mean, what about toxoplasmosis?
Well, that's only an issue if you're changing litter trays or gardening.
Stella, it's fine.
I'm sorry, I'm really not happy with the cat being in here.
Oh, well, I'll move her then. Come on, Ethel. Come on. Out you go. Okay. Well, we're still missing 2 other couples, but I think we'll crack on. Good. So, as I said, my name is Hilary, and thank you all for coming. You're about to embark on the most wonderful experience of your life. Obviously, I'm not referring to the course. But seriously, the aim of this course is to make the experience of pregnancy as stress-free and enriching as possible. Now, to help me out, I thought we'd all wear a name sticker. I've done Mum's in pink and Dad's in blue. Mine's in teacher brown. All right, here we go. Steve.
Oh, top. Thanks.
Lorraine.
Cheers.
Holly.
Thank you.
And, would you mind a blue one, Stella? I could change it to pink if you like.
Will we be covering emergency procedures, caesareans and that kind of thing?
Emergency procedures is in lesson 2. No, 3. No, 2. Anyway, today I thought we'd start off with...
Smile, everyone! My cousin Connie went on one of these. She did it on her own because her husband went off to be gay with a bloke called Raj. She's best mates with the old group now. They go clubbing every last Wednesday in the month.
Well, I hope we'll all become good friends too. Now then, I thought we'd begin with... introductions. I'll start. I'm Hilary, obviously. And just like you, this is my first time, but in teaching rather than in pregnancy. My babies have flown the nest, so I decided, well, to give something back. And now I'm training to be a teacher.
So you're not actually qualified yet?
Well, not officially, but in 5 weeks I'll be assessed and hopefully get my wings, so to speak.
You didn't mention that on the phone.
Didn't I? Oh, I'm sure I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, all right. Well, so if everyone could just introduce themselves and say what you're least looking forward to about the birth, and then what you're most looking forward to. Holly, would you like to start?
I'm Holly, and
what you're least looking forward to, Holly?
I'm not sure, really.
The labour, perhaps?
Yes.
And what you're most looking forward to?
I don't know.
Well, anything? Anything at all?
I don't know what to say.
I'm Stella. I'm Holly's sister, and I'm also her birthing partner.
Right, your sisters. We thought you was a pair of, you know.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Just go in, we're late.
It's locked. See, I told you.
Pull it. David? Sarah?
Jeff! Isabel!
Well, twist the handle to your right and pull.
So sorry, we're late.
No, not to worry. We've only just started. We're just missing David and Sarah now. No, I think we'll carry on anyway.
Okay.
To recap, my name is Hilary, and this...
It's a garage.
Well, it's an annex, Jeff. OK, so we're just on to introductions. Stella, would you like to carry on?
Okay. The thing I'm least looking forward to is problems during delivery. And the thing I'm most looking forward to is the labour being over.
All right, good. Isabel, we were just saying what we're least and most looking forward to about the birth.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, I'm Isabel. And this is my husband, Jeff. I'm least looking forward to being in hospital. I'm most looking forward to meeting my baby.
Our baby, darling. I'm Jeff, and the thing I'm most looking forward
Least.
to... What?
It's the thing you're least looking forward to first.
Well, it really doesn't matter.
The thing I'm least looking forward to is not being there when Isabel gives birth.
That's a very common fear, Jeff.
I'm snowed under at work at the moment, and I can't afford to take the time off. The thing I'm most looking forward to is holding our baby. Oh, and sex. Right, bud?
Yeah.
Look at them. Best mates already. Watch out, Hilary, they'll be off down the pub.
Now, look, if you could leave the photos till later, dear, that would be lovely. Steve, your turn.
Least birth, most seeing him.
Or her. Honestly, men. I'm Lorraine, and I'm least looking forward to dilating to 10 centimetres. Apparently, you're never the same again. Down below. And the thing I'm most looking forward to is being a family and losing my fat bum.
Good. Well, that's a wonderful start. Now, mums and dads, what I want to do next is to list on the chart some topics you'd like covered over the next few weeks. Well, any suggestions?
Epidurables?
Epidurals. Yes, Lorraine, good. So, I'll put down pain relief. Sorry, the legs are a bit rickety. Right. That's it. Where were we? Oh, yes. Pain relief. What else?
Cervical effacement.
Excellent, Steve. What particular aspect?
Dunno, it was on a poster at Watford General.
Well, I'll put down stages of labour. Anyone else?
Tax relief.
For God's sake, Jeff.
Well, that's not really covered.
Why not?
Jeff?
It's not in the syllabus.
Well, it should be. I think you'll find that tax is a very important issue when you have a family.
Are you in tax then, Jeff?
No, but I know all about it.
Oh.
Then there's no need to cover it, is there?
Any other suggestions?
Breastfeeding?
Absolutely. Breastfeeding. Excellent. Good. Any more?
What about pain relief?
Yes, Holly. Excellent.
You've already written that down.
Oh, so I have. Sorry, Holly. Is there anything else?
No.
What type of food should you take in for the labour?
Well, Lorraine probably won't feel like eating much.
No, I meant for me.
Bless him.
Well, perhaps we could look at that later, Steve. These wretched legs. Oh, it's the slots come out. Now, in you go. Come on. Oh dear. Well, while I'm doing this, are there any more questions?
Yes. Will we be compensated if you fail your assessment?
Week 2. Relaxing and breathing through practice and reading.
Sorry, Hilary. I specifically told Stevie to be back by 6:30, but he had a meeting.
Sorry.
That's all right, dear. You just want to sit yourselves down.
Got caught up at the office, eh, Steve-o?
Yeah, regional manager come in.
What was he doing, sacking you?
Yeah.
Nice one. What, really?
Yeah.
All right then, mums and dads, let's get cracking.
What about the other couple?
David and Sarah? Well, they've got problems with their swimming pool filter, but they're definitely coming next week. Now, meditation. It can be a very effective way to control labour pains. So, what I want you to do is to draw something that calms you. If you can all spread out, you'll find some sheets of paper at the corners of the room. There you go. Good, good, good. Now just draw the most relaxing image you can think of. You've got 5 minutes, starting now.
What is the point of this?
Just do it.
What's the matter with you?
Did they sack you? Poor guy.
How was I supposed to know?
Why do you always have to try to be funny? You were so embarrassing.
All right, all right. Anyway, you could be in luck. I might not be able to make it next week.
No, you're coming and that's that.
Isabel, I'm up to my eyes in it. And Malcolm's on my back the whole time.
Well, I get hassle from my boss too, you know.
Is that what you call it?
What did you just say?
Nothing. Pass me a pen.
I am not apologising anymore.
I didn't ask you to.
God, you are so vindictive sometimes.
Well, why don't you go and stay at your mother's? Again.
3 minutes, everyone.
£97. £97 for this? It's unbelievable, One. Can you believe it?
Shush, she'll hear you.
I could put up with her incompetence if the others weren't so drippy. I hope that other couple turn up next week.
We could just go home.
What?
We could leave.
Oh, that's so typical
I'm
of you.
just saying...
What exactly are you saying? That you'll just amble up to the hospital when you go into labour and hope for the best?
No.
What then?
I don't know.
She's not even qualified. I might complain, you know.
She's all right. At least she's friendly.
You should go out clubbing with her then.
It wasn't a club, it was a pub, and I was drinking Coke.
I'm sure it was a no-smoking pub too. How can you say she's all right?
I just think she is, that's all.
Yes, well, we all know about your judgment of people.
1 minute to go.
Just draw anything you plumb.
I can't think.
Everything all right, Steve?
I can't think of anything.
Well, just draw whatever relaxes you most. A stream, a field, something like that.
What type of field?
Well, it doesn't have to be a field. It's whatever you like. Whatever calms you.
Oh, right, yeah. Like what exactly?
Look, I tell you what, relax. Just relax. Breathe deeply. Close your eyes. Good. Now, tell me, what do you see?
Black.
30 seconds, everyone. Try and finish up. Alan,
Sorry, I went round the front, but my key didn't work. Have you changed
I'm
the...
with my group at the moment.
your group?
Yes, my group.
I see. Right.
My antenatal group.
Of course. Wednesday nights, you did say.
Yes, I did.
Have you changed the locks?
Everyone, this is my husband, Alan.
Oh, hello, Alan. Hi.
Well, come in then.
Yes. Hello. Congratulations, everyone. Looks like you're going to have a bruiser.
Stella isn't pregnant.
Oh. Well, nice to have met you all. All right if I go upstairs?
Of course.
No, you can't put that, Stevie.
Well, why not? He's relaxing.
A touch of frost.
I like David Jason.
Hilary, tell him.
Sorry, dear, what?
You all right, Hilary?
Yes, fine.
Are we going to be doing this much longer? You said we'd be covering emergency procedure this week.
It is on the syllabus, Stella.
Yes, but it's hardly vital.
It's on the syllabus, Stella. Actually, Alan, that suitcase was a joint present.
Was it? Shall I pop downstairs and get some bin bags?
No, it's fine.
Oh, do you want the talking clock?
What?
It's 9:57 p.m.
It's silly, but I really quite like it.
Well, then take it.
If you're sure.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Alan, I don't want it. Careful.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see him.
Her. Come on, Ethel. Out of the way. Come on, come
She's
on.
not that moggy from the street, is she?
Yes.
Oh. There, done. I can't take everything tonight, but one more trip should do it.
Fine.
Thanks for being so, you know, understanding.
What's done is done. It's time we both moved on.
Yes. Have you got someone yet? A solicitor, I mean.
I'm seeing someone on Friday.
Good. Well, let me know his name. Or her. And I should give you Margaret's number in case you need to speak to me.
What do you mean?
Well, there might be an emergency or something.
No, I meant why Margaret?
Ah. Did Richard not tell you?
About what?
I'm living at Margaret's now.
And you thought our son was the person to tell me that?
No, it's just... He said he was calling you anyway. Did he not call you? I'm sorry, are you upset?
Why would I be upset?
I don't know. Look, I'll leave her number on the fridge on my way out.
If you like.
Well, bye then.
Goodbye. Oh, Alan.
Yes?
I think I will have that clock.
Week 3. Signs of labour and stress-free behaviour.
Holly, I am not being aggressive. I just think it's a little too convenient, that's all.
I feel sick. I can't help it.
Oh, really? Well, you were fine before.
Oh, I feel terrible.
It's always about you. It's me that's put a roof over your head. It's me that's looked after.
All right, everyone, break's over. Now, if you'd like to sit back down, just put the cups anywhere. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. OK. Now, mums and dads, what we're going to do is to simulate the feeling of a contraction. Now, this exercise is a bit physical, but it's a good exercise to do on the dads. Oh, and the birthing partners. In fact, Stella, can you kneel on the floor? And Holly, do you want to just sit behind her?
Sorry, Hilary, I don't feel too good.
All you have to do is sit.
No, that's fine. I'll demonstrate on Stella, and then the rest of you can have a go. Now, Stella, what I'm going to do is squeeze your tummy rhythmically with this scarf, just like a contraction. And I'm going to measure the duration by saying elephant in between each second.
Because elephants have got good memories.
No, dear, because it takes a second to say the word elephant. Stella, are you ready?
Yes.
Right. I'm going to start tightening. And 1 elephant. Ow! 2 elephant.
Ow!
3.
What are you doing?
Well, sorry, dear, that's what it's like. In fact, it's probably 100th of the pain. Did I hurt you?
Yes. Was that entirely necessary?
Well, it's on the syllabus. Now, do the rest of you want to have a go?
Not really. I know what pain feels like. Christmas at Isabel's parents'.
Oh, come on, Steve. Eat on your knees, mister.
Oh, that's it, Lorraine. You kneel down behind him. Yeah. And no, Steve, don't.
Oh!
Stevie!
Oh, nice, baby, I'm sorry.
I think my nose is broke.
Try to keep your head elevated.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, come on, babe, sit down and have a look. There you go. No, it's not broken. You still look lovely.
Give Steve your hanky.
Calvin Klein.
Here you go, Steve.
I've had enough of this. Hilary, that was just dangerous. These are pregnant women.
It was an accident, dear.
Well, you should check whether things are suitable first. I mean, what's next? Juggling with fire? Just a moment, Holly. Hilary, this is not what I expected.
Stella, but the syllabus...
This is important to me. To all of us.
I'm sorry, dear.
And stop calling me dear!
I'm doing my best. Holly, are you all right?
Stella, I think I'm losing the baby.
Week 4. The breast is best.
Now, the vital thing is to make sure that the baby has the whole areola in its mouth.
Like this?
Good, yes. Well done, Isabel. Lorraine, dear, you should concentrate more on the mouth than the nose. That's it. Now, obviously, these dollies can't suckle on the nipple like a real baby, but, Steve, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, it's no good looking at the ceiling. You need to give support.
Don't you worry about him, Hilary. He bought a 6-foot teddy bear home the other day. Takes up the old blooming nursery.
At least you've got a nursery. At the moment, our baby's going to have to sleep on a filing cabinet.
You don't need much to look after your baby. Just lots of love and a warm breast.
Someone mentioned breasts? My favourite topic. Sorry I'm late. Someone jumped on the Northern Line.
Oh, how awful.
I know, how selfish can you get? I had to wait for ages. Hello, darling. Oh, you look nice.
Have you been drinking?
No. Hey, Steve-O! Got a job yet?
No.
You got mine?
OK, now the next thing is, oh, it's here somewhere.
You went for a drink after work, didn't you?
No.
What did I do with it?
You're drunk, aren't you?
Hey, Hilary, what happened to that girl last week? Was she all right?
Holly? Yes, she's fine. The baby's head was putting pressure on her pelvic bone.
Whoa, there is on the details. I think I've had a dodgy pint as it is.
When?
What?
When did you have a pint?
So, are the sisters Grimm coming back next week?
Well, if you're referring to Stella and Holly, then yes, they are.
Are you sure? Because the other two haven't turned up again.
David and Sarah? Well, that's because David's got a groin strain and can't drive at the moment. But they'll definitely be here next week.
Of course they will.
Jeff, that's enough.
I'm just saying, this isn't everyone's idea of fun, is it?
I'm trying my best to make it enjoyable, but they set tests to make sure I've covered the relevant topics.
Oh, do we have to revise?
What?
The test.
Oh, no. An assessor will be coming in and joining our last session to test me. If I pass, I qualify.
As what?
Bless him.
Well, your presentation skills could do with some work, Hilary. Hey, you should lend her your laptop, darling.
That's a nice picture, Hilary.
Give us the butchers. They're your boys?
Yes.
Any grandbabies?
Well, the two oldest have 3 boys and a girl between them. My youngest hasn't got any yet.
Are you the blonde one?
Yes. He's doing ever so well. I wish he'd settle down with a nice girl.
Looks like he might prefer a nice boy.
Oh, I don't think so, Jeff. He's a strapping 6-footer. He spends all his time in the gym.
Is Jimmy's boyfriend?
Just ignore him, Hilary.
Yes, just ignore me. Isabel generally does, don't you, darling? See, told you.
Why don't you just shut up?
Why don't you?
Oh, that's grown up.
That's gay now.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Really? How sweet of you to say so, darling.
Let's get back to breakfast.
Funny, but aren't you the one who's embarrassed yourself?
Just shut up.
You see, the thing is, mums and dads, that you think you can trust somebody, but then they go behind your back and sleep with their finance directors.
It is totally out of order.
Break time! I think I can remember what everyone has, and I've made you all a little fairy cake this week.
My cousin Connie breastfed. She had such bad cracked nipples, she had to put frozen cabbage leaves on her boobs.
Tell me, Lorraine, did you use Savoy or red cabbage?
Right. Where are my car keys?
Why? Where are you going?
Anywhere you're not.
They won't take you back, you know. You're damaged goods.
Goodbye, Jeff.
All right, who wants tea and who wants... Isabel, where are you going? Is she coming back?
Week 5. Expect the unexpected.
Hello?
Hilary, it's me. Hilary, are you there?
Yes?
Did you get the letter?
I'm about to start my class.
What, your push-push thing?
Please don't call it that.
Did you get the letter? We need your signature.
I really can't stop, Alan.
Please, we need to sort this out.
Yes, well, it's not a good time.
When will be a good time?
I'm very busy at the moment.
Come on, don't do this.
I don't know what you mean.
You're making it very difficult. Margaret's furious.
Good.
Yes, thanks.
It sounds awful. Were you in for long?
Just a couple of days.
Good evening, everyone.
Finally. Hilary, we've
All right,
been...
so who's here? Stella and Holly, Lorraine and Steve, Isabel and... No, Jeff.
He's not coming.
David and Sarah? Obviously not. Right. Next week, I'll be facing an assessor, and soon you'll be facing Labour. The last session was a shambles, so it's crucial for all of us to get our noses to the grindstone. Is everyone fine about staying a bit later than 9? Good. Holly, are you feeling better?
Yes, much. Thank you for the flowers.
It was just her ligament stretching. Cramps are very common, apparently, and there was no real need for concern.
Well, I'm sure it felt very real to Holly. Now, I've done a printout of today's agenda. Stella, I know that you were anxious to cover first aid, so we'll be doing that shortly.
Oh, good.
Right. First, a question for you all. Who do you think knows your baby best?
Your doctor.
No. Any other suggestions?
Dr. Chris?
Who?
From
GMTV.
Who knows your baby best?
You?
Yes, good, Isa. Isabel, you are the one who knows your baby best. You are the one who can tell if your baby's off their food or if they feel hotter than normal.
Well, surely it's always best just to check with your GP.
Absolutely, and there is no such thing as an overprotective parent.
You can also go to casualty.
In an emergency, yes, but you can't go rushing to hospital every time your baby has a slight temperature. So that is why it's important to read the signs.
With respect, Hilary, a doctor is a trained professional, and if my baby has a fever, I'd want a doctor to have a look.
The whole purpose of this lesson is to go through the danger signs that will help you to establish if your baby needs medical attention. Now, if you would just let me
Yes,
finish...
but you're not a doctor.
No, but I have
You're not even qualified at this.
Do you have children?
Well, no, but that's...
Have you ever been pregnant?
I don't see what that's got to do with it.
Holly, how did you feel when you thought you might be losing your baby?
What do you think? She was...
I asked Holly.
I don't know.
Terrified?
Mm-hmm.
And when they said everything was okay, how did you feel? Fantastic, I bet. Like you just won the lottery.
No.
No?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
See? This wouldn't have happened with a qualified teacher.
When you've lain awake for nights on end because the only place your baby will sleep is in your arms, then you can tell me I'm not qualified. If you're not interested in learning from my experience, and this goes for all of you, then please leave now. All right, good. I'll be back in just a moment. In the meantime, look at the handout for how to spot a meningitis rash. Holly? Are you all right? I didn't mean to upset you.
It's not that. Look, I'm just going to go.
No, please come back in. It's perfectly natural that you feel weepy. You've got a million hormones racing round your body.
You don't understand. I can't do this.
Look, this is not a driving test, you know. It doesn't matter if you can't remember certain things. The course is about enjoying the whole experience.
It's not that. I'm not like you. This was an accident. All right, I can't do it.
How old are you?
20.
Well, that's 2 years older than I was when I had Richard. He was 8 pounds 3 ounces, 10 days late, and very, very unplanned.
Yeah, but you were married.
Only because I was 3 months gone.
No, you?
Yes, me.
But at least you had somebody. The truth is, Hilary, I'm on my own.
All mothers are, dear. From the moment we look at our babies, we know deep down that no one will worry about them like we do. When they first walk, when they go to school, even when they grow up and leave home, there's a mixture of love and fear that no one else has. To be a mother is to be on your own. I know. I had a husband.
Week 6. Assessment.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce Celia. She'll be assessing me on... No, that's not right. Everyone, this is Celia. She's going to be observing, so just pretend that she's not here and carry on as normal. Okay. A quick recap on some of the things we've covered. Who remembers the key stages of labour? Yes, Isabel. That's correct, good. Now, how about the options for pain relief? Who wants to answer that? Holly, yes? Good, that's right. My, this is going well. What's that, Lorraine? What a lovely and yet brief story. Ethel, what are you doing in here? Come on, back in the house. What's the matter with you? Come on, Ethel.
Hello?
Alan, this really isn't a good time.
Got your push glass?
I've asked you not to call it that. What do you want?
Your solicitor's name?
I haven't got one.
What? Hilary, you need to sign the papers.
I don't need to do anything.
You won't take my calls, you ignore my letters, my life is on hold.
What about my life?
You've got to move on. We both have.
Well, thanks for the advice.
Look, I don't want to talk about divorce proceedings in a garage.
It's an annex.
For goodness sake, Hilary, you can't just sit on your hands.
Oh, can't I?
Margaret's pregnant. Did you hear what I said? Hilary, did you...
Do the boys know?
They're coming round for Sunday lunch. We're going to tell them then.
How cosy.
We are going to get married.
Over my dead body.
Are you trying to punish me? Is that it?
How dare you take the moral high ground with me? How dare you?
Fine, have it your way. We'll do it through the courts.
So what was it then?
Sorry?
The attraction. I mean, Margaret's no spring chicken, is she?
I'm not getting into this.
I just want to know what the attraction is. Is she funny? Does she laugh at your terrible jokes? What is it? It certainly can't be her dress sense.
Hilary.
Is it sex? People always go on about great sex, don't they? Is that where I've been going wrong?
This isn't about you going wrong.
Of course it is! You don't just leave someone if everything's right.
Please don't start this again.
I need to know. Why her?
Nothing in particular.
You've destroyed my life over nothing.
Hilary, this has to stop.
Just tell me. Please.
I just love her.
But not me.
I do love you. I'm just not...
You're just not in love with me. How original. Someone said that in Holby City last night.
We don't watch Holby City.
Well, I don't suppose it's intellectual enough for Margaret.
We have things in common.
What? Like accounts and growth charts? And I suppose I only know about washing up and socks.
Look, I think we should discuss this when you calm down.
What about me?
You must sign the papers.
I don't know what to do.
Get a solicitor.
I mean, I don't know what to do.
I really am sorry. I've got to go.
No, please stay. Stay with me.
I can't. Do you want a glass of water?
Get out.
I'll get you a glass of water.
Just get out!
Sorry, I haven't heard of it.
You did, have you, Molly?
Yes, I have. Well done, Steve.
Oh, Carl, thanks.
Hi, Hilary. Hello. Let's ask Hilary. Hilary, guess where Stevie's got a job?
Where?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Where in the world?
Sorry, I...
PC World.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, it's not just PC World. It's a big warehouse where they pack stuff for Dixons and Currys and that. Rashid, he's the manager, says if I do well, I could get into selling white goods.
That's not racialist or anything. It means fridges.
You've got a cold, Hilary.
No, fine.
Oh, right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
You too. Hi, Hilary. A big night tonight, eh?
I'm sure she doesn't need you reminding her.
Yes, you're quite right. Sorry, darling.
Hilary, what's the matter?
I'll be okay. I just need a moment.
Oh.
That wasn't my fault, darling.
Yeah, I know. She's obviously really nervous. Poor thing.
We should all make a real effort tonight.
I'm sorry, why?
Because Hilary's a nice person.
How do you know?
Hilary School?
Yes, technically.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if this was the right place. My, what a lovely annex.
Hilary's in the loo.
Well, I'll just pop myself down and wait. I'm Celia, by the way. I'm from head office, as it were. So, how are you all finding the course?
Really good.
All right.
Yes, really good.
And you're all well into your third trimester, I see. How are you all feeling?
I've been getting those tummy tightenings.
Braxton Hicks.
Yeah, lots of those. More than usual.
That's your body preparing for labour. Or maybe you should take the class, Isabel. We might learn something.
It's not very nice, fella.
I'm just saying. We haven't covered very much, have we? I mean, did you know what Braxton Hicks were?
Yeah.
What are they then?
Stella, you can be very patronising sometimes.
I'm sure she can speak for herself.
Yeah, that's rich coming from you. You've hardly let Holly speak.
How dare you?
Don't shoot the messenger.
Ladies, perhaps we should focus on the course.
My cousin Connie did this exact Pacific course.
The Pacific is an ocean, and no one's interested in your stupid cousin.
Actually, Stella, I'm interested.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah, and there's more than one person in this room.
Will everyone please be quiet?
There's more than one person in this room.
Quiet! Thank you. Now. Oh. Hello, Hilary.
Celia. Everyone
This is Celia, and she's here to assess me.
I think we should probably just start now. Do you want to take over?
Right. So, so, this week is a type of refresher session. Let's start with when we go to the hospital.
When your contraction starts?
Not exactly.
She doesn't know because you probably didn't cover it.
Shush. I know.
Steve?
You should go to hospital when the contractions are 5 minutes apart.
Yes, that's right. Good, Steve. Any other signs?
When your waters break.
Well done, Holly. And we all know that you might be sent back home if you... if you haven't dilated to at least 3 centimetres.
What? Even if your waters are broken?
Yes, Lorraine.
Blimey, I didn't know that.
Oh, there's a surprise. Celia, we've hardly covered anything.
Stella, why don't you just shut up? Hillary's trying her best and you're not helping with all your bitchy little comments.
Here.
This is none of your business.
Don't speak to my wife like that.
I'm not sure what's happening here, but let's just all calm down.
This has been a complete waste of time anyway. I only came this week to get my money back. Celia, I'd like a refund.
Oh!
Holly, what's the matter?
I think she's gone into cervical effacement.
No, it's the cat. She's having a fit.
Let me see.
What on earth is a cat doing here?
I think she's in labour.
Poor cat, that's it. Everyone, that's all for tonight. If you want to make your way home, someone will be in touch with you in the next couple of days. Hillary, a word, please.
Not now.
Hillary?
I said not now, Celia.
If I leave, you do know what that means, don't you?
Yes, Steve, go into the kitchen and call the vet. The number's on the cork board. Then bring some newspaper and towels.
Right, okay.
Goodbye, Hillary.
Stella, don't just stand there. Pass me her blanket. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now. Okay, my darling. Okay, just relax. I'm just going to put my hand there.
I think I can see a bum. Oh, it's gone back in.
Oh dear, it's a breach. Come on then, sweetie. Just relax. No, come on, relax and push. I'll help you. That's it. Just gently.
Oh, she's bleeding.
Oh, my word.
It's okay. It's just some amniotic fluid.
I've done it. The vet's on his way. Here's the paper.
Thank you. Now, don't wait outside in case he can't find us.
Right, okay.
Jeff, do you want to keep him company?
Yes, please.
Come on, Jeff.
Ladies, a golden rule of labour. Always give the men something to do. Now then, mums, I need you all to hold a towel.
Right.
Stella, can you stroke her ears? She seems to like that.
Oh, I can see a bum. Oh, me too.
That's it. This is going to be tough.
Lorraine, what's the matter?
Sorry, everyone. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Come on, Ethel, don't fight it. Just gently push. Well done. Here it comes. That's it. There. Holly, you take number 1. Now rub it gently to make sure it's breathing.
Okay.
And here comes number 2. Damn, it's a preach again. Okay, come on, darling. That's it.
Come on.
Big push. Come on, Ethel. That's it. And... Yes! Well done! Lorraine, can you take him?
Hello, handsome.
One more, I think that's it. Oh, good girl! Look, this one's coming head first.
Oh.
Here we go. Isabel, are you ready?
Yes. Oh, it's tiny.
Oh, well done, Ethel. Clever girl. Are the kittens breathing, guys?
Yes.
Good. Oh, now put them down on the paper next to Ethel. I'm going to wash my hands, and then we'll move them into the kitchen. It's warmer in here.
Oh, look. She's licking them.
Oh, I feel so emotional. I need to sit down.
I think I'll join you.
Holly, do as Hillary says. Put the kitten down with the others. Holly? I said...
I heard what you said.
Right, give it to me.
It's my baby, Stella.
What are you talking about?
You need to accept that it's my baby.
Don't be ridiculous, I do.
No, you don't.
Well, if we're being pedantic, it's actually yours and Jason's baby, only I haven't seen him around recently, have you?
It's my baby, Stella. And it's my life.
Fine. Then sort your own life out.
Sorry, I cry at everything these days.
I know, me too.
I even cried at Family Fortunes the other night when they didn't win the car. Poor Stevie. I don't know how he puts up with me.
Because he really loves you.
I keep imagining little Stevie running around the house with his dopey expression, soppy little munchkin face, and it just makes me love him even more. Do you know what I mean?
No. No, I don't.
Has everyone gone?
Yes. Steve and Lorraine just left.
How are the babies doing?
Wonderful.
Hilary. Thank you.
What for?
Everything.
What are you going to do about Stella?
I have absolutely no idea. What about you? Are you going to retake the course?
I'm not sure. I think I might try something different.
Well, I'd better get going.
Holly, would you like to stay for a coffee?
Oh, okay, why not?
Good. I'll just pop the kettle on.
Do you think I could have one of the kittens?
Well, a new baby's a lot to cope with. It might be a little much for the kitten as well.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But you and the baby can come round and see them whenever you want.
Thank you, we will.
Holly, can I ask you something?
Sure, what?
Do you know any good solicitors?
It's gonna take some time this time to get myself in shape. I really fell out of line this time. I really missed the games. After all the tears we've spent, how could we make amends? So it's one more round for experience, and I'm on the road again. It's going to take some time this time.
In Bumps and Bruises by Ben Edwards and Rachel New, Hilary was played by Penelope Wilton. Stella was Lucy Tregear, Holly Emily Blunt, Jeff Peter Meakin, and Isabel Tamsin Gregg. Steve was David Holt, Lorraine Joanna Stride, Alan Brett Usher, and Celia Annette Badland. The director was Nigel Bryant.
Money with Menaces by Patrick Hamilton, with Stephen Thorne as Andrew Carruthers and David Collings as Mr. Poland.
Come in, come in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Macpherson.
Good afternoon, Miss Ruff. What can I be doing for you, Miss Ruff?
Oh, I just brought the minutes of this Strickland business. I thought perhaps Mr. Carruthers was in.
Aye, thank you, Miss Ruff. He'll be here any minute now. It's nearly 2:30.
Is the weather hot enough for you, Mr. Macpherson?
Yes, it's intolerable, isn't it?
I wonder you don't shut these windows.
Shut them. There's no air as it is.
All the same, you'd find it cooler.
Here is Mr. Carruthers.
Good afternoon, Miss Ruff. Hello, Macpherson. Hot enough for you?
Yes, sir. Miss Ruff's just been saying it'd be better if we had the windows shut. Did you ever hear such a notion?
Oh. Well, she may be right. I think we'll keep them open for all that.
Oh, we've got those Strickland minutes, Mr. Carruthers. I put them on your desk there. There's nothing else you want, is there?
No, thank you, Miss Ruff. Now, where are we, Macpherson? I've got to be over at the Townsend meeting at 5 o'clock, and I still haven't a notion what I'm going to say.
There's nothing very formidable, sir. You're seeing Mr. Raglan at 3:30, and Sir Philip will be here at 4. Then Mr. Joyce phoned up and seems fairly amenable, and so we're writing to him. Oh, yes, and then Mr. Poland phoned up, sir, and said he'd call up again sometime before 3.
Mr. who?
Mr. Poland, sir.
Who's Mr. Poland?
Well, sir, I don't know exactly, sir. I thought you would know. He said it was about your daughter, sir.
About my daughter?
Yes, sir. Mr. Poland, sir.
But never heard of him.
Is that a fact, sir? He seemed to know you, sir. He said it was about your daughter, and I got the notion he was a doctor or something.
Oh, how very mysterious. Well, never mind. Send Raglan in directly he comes, won't you? And now you'd better leave me alone while I wade through all this Strickland stuff.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Miss Moyna Carruthers wants to speak to you, sir.
Miss Carruthers? Oh, all right. Put her through.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Is that you, Andy?
Yes?
Have you just got back from Manchester?
Yes.
You don't sound very friendly and brother-like.
Oh, I know I don't. I'm busy, Moyna. What do you want?
I want to know whether you and Ada are coming round to dinner tomorrow.
Of course we are. We said we were, didn't we?
Yes, but I just wondered.
I have a marvellous sister. Is that all? If it is, maybe you'll allow me to ring off, may I?
All right. But I do wish you'd stop being the great busy press magnate all the time. It's getting a habit.
Goodbye, Moyna, my dear. 7 on Friday.
How's little Jennifer?
Fine, thanks. Goodbye. Hello?
Mr. Poland to speak to you, sir.
Who?
Mr. Poland.
Oh, yes. Put him through. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is that Mr. Poland?
Yes, this is Mr. Poland. Who is that?
This is Andrew Carruthers speaking. Andrew Carruthers.
Ah. Good afternoon, Mr. Carruthers.
Good afternoon, Mr. Poland. I'm afraid I don't actually know what the...
Don't actually what?
Don't actually know your name. I got the impression...
My name is Poland.
Yes, I know that. I mean, I don't know exactly what you want.
Oh, didn't they tell you?
No. Well, except that...
Yes, I rather thought so. What did they say?
If you'll excuse my saying so, Mr. Poland, I don't altogether like your tone.
I wouldn't bother about my tone, Mr. Carruthers. What did they say?
You'll forgive me for repeating the same thing twice, Mr. Poland, whoever you are, but I still don't like your tone.
You are going to like my tone still less, Mr. Carruthers, by the time I've finished with you. In the meantime, we'd better stick to the point. What did they say about me?
They said you'd rung up about my daughter, if you must have it. Now, see here, what is this? Is this a joke? I'm a busy man. Will you tell me your business?
It's a rather serious business, Mr. Carruthers, I'm afraid. Serious for you, that is.
Look here, will you have the goodness to explain yourself? If you want me to listen to you, I'm in a hurry.
Oh, this is much too serious a matter to take in a hurry. We have plenty of time.
Well, you may have. I haven't.
I repeat, we have plenty of time, Mr. Carruthers. And when you have ascertained the exact seriousness of the situation, I think you will appreciate that.
Look here, I presume you're a mental case of some sort. Who are you, Mr. Poland? Where do you come from?
Well, my name is supposed to be Poland, but as you are no doubt beginning to gather, that is merely a nom de plume, or pseudonym. Which would you say? Or would nom de guerre be better? Yes, nom de guerre.
Now, listen, you, whoever you are. I don't know what sort of practical joke you're playing, but it's not funny, and I've been on this phone long enough. I'm now going to give you exactly 60 seconds, 1 minute, in which you may state your business, if any. Now, I've started counting already.
That is very obliging of you, Mr. Carruthers, but if you will look into your innermost soul at this moment, you will find that nothing on earth would induce you to ring me off. You are thoroughly disquieted, and you know it.
May I ask if by any chance you're trying to intimidate me?
Yes, you may very well ask that, and I will give you the answer. The answer is yes. I have something to tell you in a moment which would intimidate anyone.
And may I ask what should prevent me from ringing off?
Because you have been clever enough to realize that that would be of no avail, and that I am somebody to be reckoned with, or perhaps I should say we.
Oh, there's more than one of you, is there?
Yes, there is more than one of us.
And why should I think you anyone to be reckoned with?
Well, after After all, I do seem to know something about your private life, don't I?
What do you know about my private life?
Well, I know that you have a daughter, to begin with, don't I?
Well?
And I know that she is just past 11 years of age, and I know that she has fair hair and grey eyes, and quite a pronounced little scar in the shape of a horseshoe on her left cheek. And I know that her name is Jennifer, and I know, why, I even know what she is dressed in at the moment.
Oh, do you? What?
A blue linen dress with a white collar, a brown sash, white socks, and brown sandal shoes. It sounds like a fashion article, doesn't it? Will that do?
Look here. Will you have the goodness to tell me what all this means? What do you want with me?
What do I want? Well, that's more reasonable. I want to know, Mr. Carruthers, whether I can interest you in giving me some money.
So, this is just common blackmail of some sort, is it?
No, by no means common, and something of a rather more startling nature than ordinary blackmail, believe me.
Now listen to me, Mr. Whoever you are. You may know something about my daughter, but if you know anything about me, you would know that I'm not the sort of man who would allow himself to be blackmailed by any sort of means whatsoever.
Oh, not by means of the little girl we have been talking about, for instance?
How can you blackmail me through a child of 11? Has she been embezzling her school funds or something?
I wouldn't try to be funny, Carruthers. This is not a fitting moment.
No, but I'm really interested. Do tell me.
Mr. Carruthers, are you kept at all au fait with the workings of your household? Husbands usually are.
I think I'm fairly well informed. Go on, please.
Then you are no doubt aware that your wife is motoring in Surrey this afternoon, that her secretary and companion, Miss Mannering, is with her, and that your little girl, Jennifer, has accepted an invitation to a children's birthday party. The name of the people is O'Sullivan, and their little girl is a friend of your Jennifer. Now, it's about a quarter of an hour's walk between your house at Wimbledon and the O'Sullivans, and Jennifer left at about 2, meaning to get there at about 2:15. Do you imagine I'm right so far?
Perfectly, I should think. Though where it's all leading, I really can't imagine.
It seems to me, Carruthers, that you are closing your eyes to the obvious.
Really? Well, perhaps you'll go on with your story about Jennifer. She was going round to the O'Sullivans.
Oh, there's no more of that story.
Oh. Really? Why not, pray?
Well, you see, she didn't get there.
What did you say?
I said she didn't get there. Something happened to her.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What do you mean? What do you mean by what you just said?
We've got her, Carruthers. It's no use kicking. We've got her.
What are you talking about?
You heard what I said, Carruthers. And the gloves are off now. I've been playing with you up to now purely in order to fill you with a wholesome dread of the powers in whose hands you are. But now we're going to get down to business, and to get down to business quick. Now listen to me. Are you listening?
Yes, I am listening.
Good. You thought, did you not, that this was the sort of thing which only happened to the children of rich American gentlemen? Well, you're wrong. Now, the first thing you have to understand is that the first false move you make, you're for it. Do you get that? For it. Good and hard. On the other hand, if you act very promptly and very carefully, there is no reason why all your troubles should not be over in a comparatively short space of time. Do you hear?
Yes, I hear.
Now, it may relieve you to know that the child herself is at the present moment perfectly happy, and has not the slightest idea of what is taking place. She is an attractive little girl, and we're great friends already. Are you listening?
Stop talking, will you? I give in. I tell you, I give in. What do you want me to do?
Oh, I wouldn't be too impatient, Carruthers. This is a delicate business, you know, and it requires your very careful cooperation. Your first instructions, I may say, are purely negative.
Negative? What do you mean?
Well, It's more than likely that while you've been talking to me, you've been getting all sorts of ideas into your head. To begin with, you have probably imagined that by pretending to give it to me at once, you are somehow gaining time, and that you'll be able to devise some method of getting your child back and bringing me to destruction. Well, that won't do, Carruthers. I may tell you that at this moment, and for the next few hours, you will be under the closest possible observation, at the closest possible range, both within your own building and outside. Now, that surprises you, I'm sure. But before you've done with us, you are going to have further testimony to the efficiency of our organization. So you won't start writing any messages or making any phone calls or speaking to someone aside, will you? It might be the wrong person. Now, at this juncture, there are certain operations to be done at this end, and I'm going to give you 2 or 3 minutes rest, or break, as we used to say at school, in which you may care to contemplate the situation as a whole. I shall ring you again very shortly. In the meantime, it is a very hot day, and perhaps you will want some air. If you should happen to go to the window to look down upon the mighty tumult of Fleet Street, so far below, and to reflect upon the vanity of human beings, I may tell you that you will already be under observation from a window opposite, though needless to say, you will not be able to observe the observer. Well, goodbye for the moment, and think it out.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Inspector Caldwell of Scotland Yard wanting to speak to you, sir.
What? Scotland Yard? Yes, put him through, at once, quickly.
Hello?
Hello? Who is that? Yes?
Oh, this is Inspector Caldwell speaking. Is that Mr. Carruthers? This is Scotland Yard here, sir.
Yes. What have you phoned up about? What is it?
Well, sir, it's a rather unusual matter. Have you anything to report?
Well, I don't think so. I'd rather you say anything you have to say. Have you anything to report? To report to me?
That's good, Carruthers. Definitely good.
What?
I'm glad to see you're so cautious.
Well, what do you mean? Who's there?
I'm afraid I've been guilty of playing a little deception on you, Carruthers. There is no Inspector Caldwell of Scotland Yard. That was me speaking. And the inspector was invented simply in order to see how discreet you had decided to be. Well, you passed the test well. And now we can get down to business. As you can well understand, there is only one thing we want from you, and that is money. We want comparatively very little, but because it's so little, we want it quick. That is the whole principle of our little business, of which, I may tell you, you are by no means the first victim. We want, in fact, simply the sum of £1,000, but we want it in less than 2 hours' time. Now, that is easy going for a man in your position, and we mean it to be easy going. You may therefore breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that if you cooperate at once with us, your agony will be short-lived. Are you going to cooperate with us?
Yes, I will do what you say. I will cooperate with you.
Good. When I have rung off, the first thing you will do is to make arrangements by telephone with your bank, your private bank, in Mount Street, W1, to have ready £1,000 in pound notes for you to call for this afternoon. That can be done without difficulty, can it not?
Yes, that can be done.
Good. Well, that is nothing. You can get your man Macpherson to do it for you, if you like. Your next business will be, of course, to cancel all your engagements for the afternoon. Then, at 3 o'clock exactly, you will walk out of the building. See that you are exact, won't you? You will then turn to the right and walk along Fleet Street until you come to Old Printing Row. About 30 yards down there is a very ordinary and innocent-looking little shop called Maple's Leather Shop. Do you know it?
No, but I can find it.
Good. You will go in there and you will buy a small leather attaché case. It need not, in fact it must not, be more than 3 feet by 2, and it shouldn't cost you more than 10 shillings. Have you got that?
Yes.
You will then walk to the underground station and take a train straight to Bond Street. You will then walk on foot to your bank in Man Street and collect the money. You will put it into the bag. At the bank itself, you will be telephoned by us again. You will explain to the people there that you are waiting for this and wait until it comes. Is all that clear?
Yes.
Very well. I see that you answer with the readiness and alacrity of an old army man. I am one myself. Well, go ahead and see that you don't slip up. I'm going to ring off. Goodbye for the present.
Goodbye. Macpherson, come in here at once, will you?
Certainly, sir.
Yes, sir? Are you all right, sir?
Yes, I'm all right. I've just had some rather strange news, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yes, sir.
I want some ready cash, Macpherson. It had better come on D account. I want £1,000 in pound notes. Would you phone through and arrange that?
As much as that, sir?
Yes, as much as that.
At Mount Street, you mean, sir? Yes, sir, I can arrange that.
And will you ask them to have it ready this afternoon? At once. I'm going round myself to get it. I'm going almost at once.
Yes, sir, can't I go for you? There's Mr. Raglan at 3, isn't there?
You'll have to put off Mr. Raglan.
Oh, I see, sir. Then there's Sir Philip.
No, I'm afraid I can't see Sir Philip either. And I can't go to the meeting. You've got to get me out of both.
Very good, sir. Are you sure you're not feeling the heat, sir? I've opened all the windows, but it's still ghastly.
No, I'm all right. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Can I serve you, sir?
Yes, I want a bag, please.
Yes, sir. What sort of bag was it you was wanting, sir, exactly?
Oh, just a small bag, like an attaché case, you know, the sort of thing.
Oh, yes, something like this, you mean, sir?
No. What's that you've got over there? Something like that one.
Oh, yes, sir, yes. Oh, here we are, sir. Very nice line, these, sir. Beautiful finish, that. Is that about the size you're wanting? They also come bigger than this.
No, that'll do. How much is it?
Well, that's 15 shillings, sir. But I've got some others, if you'd like to...
Here you are. That'll be 5 shillings change.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Hot enough, isn't it, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can I oblige you, sir?
Oh, my name's Carruthers, I believe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Carruthers. I'm afraid I didn't recognise you at first. We've got everything ready, Mr. Carruthers. I'm afraid the manager had to go out. If you'd like to come into his room...
Oh, no, if you'll just give it me over the counter, it'll be all right.
Very well, sir. It's all ready. Have you got something to put it in, Mr. Carruthers?
Yes, I've got a bag. Here you are.
Ah, right. Amazing what a little bag will contain, isn't it? Now, these are all in lots of 50, you see. I don't expect you'll want me to count them out all in ones, will you? No. The numbers all run on, you see. How do you stand up against this weather, Mr. Carruthers?
It's ghastly, isn't it?
Terrible, terrible. Tea, Mr. Carruthers, that's the only thing. Incessant cups of warm tea without milk, just a little lemon. People doubt that, but it's the only thing.
Yes, I suppose it's very good.
Well, the only thing, Mr. Carruthers, the only thing. Well, that's the lot. I'm sorry Mr. Hilton wasn't in. I expect you'd have liked to have seen him.
No, that's all right. And here's the cheque. Is that okay?
Yes. We mustn't dispense with that little formality, must we? No.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, excuse me a moment. Carruthers. Very fortunate. There's someone wanting you on the phone, Mr. Carruthers. You can take it over here.
Oh, yes. I was expecting that.
Yes, here we are. Mr. Hilton will be sorry not to have seen you. You can take it from this phone, Mr. Carruthers.
Thank you.
If you want a cigarette, there's one there. Yes. Very well. I'll leave you alone then, Mr. Carruthers. Yes. If there's anything you want, I'm just at hand.
Yes, thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who is that?
All right. This is who you think. Have you got all that's required?
Yes, I've got it.
Where are you?
I'm in the manager's office.
And the bag?
It's on the desk in front of me.
Filled with the filthy yet universally desired lucre?
Yes.
Good. About 300 yards away from you, Carruthers, in Brook Street, there is a small and exclusive club for rich and complacent gentlemen, to which you belong. Slangily known as the Mutton Chop. You will now walk round there and give the bag with all it contains, and without any comment whatever, into the hands of the hall porter, merely asking him to look after it for you. You will then go upstairs, remember, to the large smoking room on the first floor, and wait till I phone you again. While you wait, you can have some tea if you like. Have you got that?
Yes.
Right. Quick march.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Davis. Will you look after this bag for me?
Yes, sir. I think there's a letter for you, sir.
Oh.
Yes. Here we are, sir.
Oh, thanks. By the way, I'm expecting a phone call. I'll be upstairs, so call me down directly it comes, will you?
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Hello, Carruthers. I haven't seen you for ages. How are you, old boy?
I'm all right. How are you, Hilliard?
Me? I'm in rude health, yes. Come and have a drink. Come and have some tea.
Well, I was going upstairs.
You're upstairs? Why do you want to go upstairs?
Well, no, I must. I'd rather go up.
No. Sit down here. I will have a talk with you. I'm not butting in, am I?
No, that's all right. Oh, isn't it hot?
Well, everyone says so. I don't feel it. We want 2 teas.
Yes, sir?
Do you want some sandwiches and things?
No, just tea.
Now, what do you think about poor old Blackwood crashing like that?
Well, I don't know what to think about it.
Well, I don't know about you, but I saw it coming about 2 years ago. I was talking to my wife after we'd got back from one of those stupendous dinners he gave. I said, that's not going on much longer. It's just about too good to be true. It's just about... Then there's that short hole. It's the 7th, I think. It is the 7th, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is the 7th.
Well, it's simply outrageous. If you don't drive as straight as a die, you simply lose your ball. I've been most careful.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Carruthers.
Yes, what?
You're wanted on the phone, sir.
All right, I'll come. Excuse me a moment, Hilliard.
Yeah, all right, but come back, old boy. I must tell you the end of this. It's rich.
Yes, I'll come back if I can.
No, sir. The first box, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
This is Carruthers speaking. Here I am.
What do you make the time, Carruthers?
Exactly 5 o'clock. You were a long time.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I hope you had tea while waiting. Is the bag with the porter?
Yes. What now?
Oh, not very much. We're marking time now and want to have another look at you before the next move. How soon can you get down to Piccadilly Circus from there, Carruthers?
In 10 minutes in a taxi, I should imagine.
Well, you'll be given a quarter of an hour, and see that you make it in time. Do you know the amusement park there? There is one entrance in Coventry Street and one in the Haymarket.
Yes, I know it.
Well, you are going in there to amuse yourself.
Sure.
You will enter from Coventry Street and walk through to the passage leading into the Haymarket. There you will see various stalls where you may play games for prizes. You will particularly notice one on the right, where you pay 3d and throw darts. There is a huge doll with blue eyes and hideous fat stomach and legs strung up in the middle at the back. You will go to that stall and you will play darts.
Is this a joke?
There is nothing funny about this, Carruthers. When you have finished your game of darts, you will select one of the toys. And if you have not earned it by your skill, you will buy it. Amongst these toys there is a large selection of small-sized children's cricket bats. You will choose one of these and take it away with you. A child's cricket bat. Do you understand? I wouldn't complain, or I'll make it a doll, which I'm sure you wouldn't like.
Very well.
You will then, looking rather conspicuous with such a thing in your hand, and for our own reasons we desire you to be conspicuous, cross the road, go down into Piccadilly Underground Station, and phone up the porter of the club you are in at the moment. He will, by that time, have a message for you from us, which will give you your next, and, if you have still made no false move, I hope, final instructions. Now, just one word about the little girl.
What about her?
She is still perfectly unconscious of the actual state of affairs, and although she is getting a little curious and restive, I can bluff it out with her for some time yet. So you play fair by me, and I'll play fair by you. All right. Get going, my friend.
Yes, sir. Come along, sir. Try your luck, sir. Miss, Bob, mister.
Yes, sir. You can have a try, sir. Only threepence, sir.
Yes, I think I'll have a shot.
That's right, sir. How many darts you'll have?
How many do I get?
7 for threepence, sir. You can have more if you want.
No, that'll be enough.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. You're a bit out of training, aren't you, sir? I expect it's the heat.
Yes, I'm afraid I am.
Go on, sir. Have another lot. You'll do better now you've warmed up.
No, I don't think I will. I'll buy one of the prizes, though, just to pretend I won it.
That's right, sir. That's the spirit. Something for a lady, sir.
No, I want something for a child, really.
A child, sir? Yes, sir. Plenty to choose from. What would you like?
What about one of those cricket bat things you've got there? That'll do.
Oh, yes, sir. Nice for a kid. Any particular choice?
No, that one will do. How much is that?
I could let you have that for a bob, sir.
Right. Thanks.
Would you like me to put it in some paper?
No, it's all right as it is, thanks. Thank you.
Much obliged, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oh, by the way, can you tell me where's the nearest telephone from here?
Just down in the underground, sir. Over the Haymarket and down below.
Ah, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, is that the mutton chop?
Yes, sir?
Is the porter there? I want to speak to the porter.
Yes, sir. Speaking, sir.
Ah, hello, Davis. This is Mr. Carruthers speaking. Has any phone message been left for me there?
Yes, sir. Half a moment, sir. He left it very careful, and I've got it down. Yes, here we are, sir.
Right, go ahead.
He said, sir, if you'd got what was wanted, would you take a train direct from Piccadilly and go to your home in Wimbledon? He said, if you'll go to your study, sir, when you get there, and wait, he'll phone you there. Is that all right, sir? He gave it very careful, sir.
Yes. Is that all?
Yes, sir. Except that he said all the rest can be managed by phone.
Ah, thank you, Davis.
By the way, are you wanting your bag, sir?
What? My bag? Oh. No, apparently not. No, not at present. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mary. Is Mrs. Carruthers in?
Yes, sir. She's been in some time. She's in the drawing room, sir.
Ah, thanks.
Hello? Is that you, Andy?
Yes, my dear. Here I am.
Oh, you're back nice and early. I thought you had some awful meeting.
No, that was called off. Well, you're back early, too.
Yes, it was too hot to be borne, so I just came back and I've been lying prostrate ever since. Come and sit down and talk to me, darling.
No, dear, I'm just going up to the study. I've got things to do.
You're looking rather dishevelled and pale. Oh, by the way, somebody's been ringing you.
What? Have they? Who?
I don't know exactly who. Somebody.
Ah, well, I'll be off.
All right. You're into dinner tonight, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I'm into dinner.
I asked because I thought I'd let Jennifer stay up and see something of her father. You're neglecting that child, you know.
Am I? She is round at the O'Sullivans, isn't she?
Yes, they've got a birthday party. But she ought to be back any moment now.
Yes, I expect she will. Well, I'll be down as soon as I can.
Very well.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Who's there?
Is that Mr. Carruthers?
Yes, yes.
This is Macpherson speaking. I've been trying to get you some time,
Oh,
sir.
yes. What is it?
Only to tell you about the meeting, sir. I thought you'd like to know. It all went off very well.
Ah, did it?
Yes, sir. I got an inspiration at the last minute and rang up Mr. Ferguson to ask him to take your place. He didn't quite like the idea at first, but when I explained...
Look here, Macpherson. I don't want to hear this now.
Oh.
I'm waiting on this line for a very important message and you're holding it up. Very sorry. Do you mind ringing off? Sorry and all that. Do you mind?
No, sir, that's all right.
Right. Phone me later. I'm very interested in all that, but phone me later, right? Goodbye. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who's there?
Is that the Wimbledon Patent Streamline Laundry?
No, you've got the wrong number.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who's that? Come in.
Oh, I hope I'm not disturbing you, darling. I thought you might like to see this catalogue of those refrigerators we were talking about.
That's the phone.
Yes, I know. Aren't you going to answer it?
Yes, I mustn't I? Look here, darling, you won't think it funny, will you? But there's rather a big deal on, and it's all pretty critical, and I'd rather take this call by myself.
Why? Am I in the way?
No, darling, but you might make me nervous. I've got to be at my best. Please, believe me. Go downstairs. I shan't be long. Be quick or they'll ring off.
All right, I'm going. But I think you're most secretive.
No, I'm not. I'll explain later.
All right.
I won't be long. Hello?
Hello?
Who is that?
Who is that?
This is Carruthers.
Are you in your study?
Yes.
Alone?
Yes.
Good. Well, Carruthers, you're for it now.
What do you mean? Where is my little girl?
Ah, that is a problem that lies in the future. We are now, for just a few moments, going to make a little excursion into the past. Can you think back as far as your school days at Harringham?
What are you getting at?
A smallish public school in the country, with not too much supervision of the boys out of working hours. Do you happen to remember a boy of the name of Stevens? He was junior to you.
Yes, I remember Stevens. What about him?
Can you remember how you used to torture that boy, Carruthers?
Torture him?
Yes. Torture him. Well, this is Stevens speaking, and now he is torturing you.
Stevens? Are you mad?
Mad? Oh, that's rather interesting. Certainly my mind was somewhat warped in my early formative years.
Listen to me.
On the contrary, you listen to me. Can you remember it as clearly as I can, Carruthers? Can you remember that long dormitory every night when the lights were out? You at the top, I at the bottom. Can you remember the long, solemn rituals, Carruthers, organised by you, and of which young Stevens was the victim?
Where is my daughter?
Young Stevens was a dirty little funk, wasn't he, Carruthers? And he had to have his funk beaten out of him. Oh, and he was always drawing or reading or something equally indecent. And that had to be beaten out of him too. But funk was the great thing.
Listen to me.
I don't believe you had an idle moment in those 3 years at that school which you did not devote to making my life a thing of terror and anguish, and to inciting all the other members of that little world against me. Can't you remember the Stevens Rags and the Stevens Hunts, as they were called, and the various trials at which I was sentenced for letting down the school or letting down my side?
But that was school!
There was just one occasion when you went too far, Carruthers, and what you are getting now is its result. And that happens to concern so insignificant a thing as a certain box of oil paints which I had saved up to buy for 3 terms. pathetic little boy's dreams of being a great painter in those days, Carruthers, and that box of oils meant all my life. I had that box for 2 days. On the 3rd day, the box was gone. But the contents of every tube were squeezed out over my entire possessions at the bottom of my locker. It was at that moment that I made up my mind that I'd get back on you if I waited my whole life to do it.
Let's try and talk.
No, I am doing the talking now, Carruthers. And I'm holding over you something even more terrible than the thing you held over me. You used to threaten and thrash me, you will remember, with a rather curious implement. It was a small, child-sized cricket bat. It had been hanging about the school gym for years, and it looked extraordinarily like the one you purchased in Piccadilly about an hour ago. It was a little bat like that, which was the symbol of everything which blackened my mind in the years which, but for you, might have been the brightest in my life. Well, that symbol has come back on you, Carruthers, after all this time, and it's going to remind you all your life that it was I who victimized you in the end, and that it was you, at the last, who turned out the prize classic funk of all time. Are you listening?
Yes, I am listening.
Now
if you'll just...
Listen! It has been a very hot day, and I think you've had about enough. For 4 hours, I have put you through it as you have never been put through it before. I've not only revenged myself personally on you, I have also, just for once, symbolically taken revenge for all those who were like me against all those who were like you. Revenge for all the little boys in all the schools who have ever lain awake in terror or cried themselves to sleep in the dark of dormitories. Now, all right, Carruthers, that will be all, as you used to say to me.
What do you mean that will be all? Where is my daughter?
I have never so much as spoken to your daughter. What? Your little girl left for the birthday party exactly as she was supposed to, I have no doubt. And she no doubt arrived there, and she is no doubt there still, stuffing herself with birthday cakes. You simply lost your nerve, showed no fight, made not a single attempt to verify my statements, and have been bluffed by a bogey voice all the afternoon. A voice which has made you perform every conceivable idiotic antic all over the town. If you seek any legal redress for this, I may at once tell you there is none, and that if you try it on, I am as rich and as powerful as you are. But you won't do a thing. You'll keep it dark for the rest of your life. Because if the story ever got out, you would look exactly what you are. A coward and a fool. You had better go and collect that £1,000 from the porter of your club. I hope it's still safe. When your little girl comes home, you can give her that bat if you like, but I'd rather you put it in a glass case. Thank you for an admirable afternoon. Goodbye.
Hello? Hello!
Hello?
Hello. Is that the O'Sullivan house?
Yes, this is Mrs. O'Sullivan.
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, Mrs. O'Sullivan, but is my Jennifer round there with you?
Yes, I imagine so. Do you want her?
Has she been there all the afternoon?
She has. We've had a party.
Yes, I know. You're sure she's still there?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I can see her from the window now. They're all in their bathing suits and playing with a hose. Oh, isn't this heat awful? She's very wet, but shall I call her her in?
No, that's all right. I just wanted to know where she was. Thank you, Mrs. O'Sullivan. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello?
Hello? Excuse me, but is that the Wimbledon Patent Streamlined Laundry?
No, I'm afraid it is not.
Oh, dear. Then I've got it wrong again. Aren't they silly, these exchanges? And it's so hot, too, isn't it? Oh, dear.
Yes, isn't it?
In Money with Menaces, by Patrick Hamilton, Andrew Carruthers was played by Stephen Thorne, and Mr. Poland by David Collings. Macpherson, Joe Dunlop, Miss Ruff and the girl at the dance stall, Rachel Atkins, the bank clerk and the commissionaire, Ben Crow, Mrs. Carruthers, Gwyneth Powell, and Hilliard, Johan Meredith. Money with Menaces was a peer production for BBC Radio 4, directed by Richard Wortley.